And welcome back to my channel, Empowered Cello, where I help adults make sense out of learning the cello. If you've been watching these videos, you'll notice that my backdrop is totally different. We just drove all the way from Arizona to Providence, Rhode Island, where we'll be living for the next 3 months. My husband is a travel RN. Travel RNs tend to make a little bit more money. We're trying to save for a down payment on a house, so we are currently living a more nomadic lifestyle. We're excited to be on the East Coast for the summer and maybe the fall and check out all it has to offer. So if you're an East Coast person, please drop your recs. Anyways, enough about me. Today we are getting into how to troubleshoot if you don't like your sound. A lot of adult cello students feel frustrated by their tone, but they don't know what to address. They feel like it's a moving target to get improvement on their tone. So today I'm going to break down some ways to troubleshoot that. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a video, and I've got some other links to resources in the description of this video that you can check out as well. Okay, let's get started. In this video, I'm going to dip into some left hand arm finger technique and bow technique, but just know that I have full videos dedicated to each side on my channel, so if you're just looking for more, definitely browse those videos. And then if you're wanting something really comprehensive to get started, you can download for free my blueprint for adult beginners. Let's start breaking down potential issues in the left hand that I want you to troubleshoot if you're struggling to get a resonant tone. The number one thing I see in my adult cello students is that whether they're squeezing or just not rebalancing their arm, they're not getting enough natural arm weight with their cello cling to get string down into the fingerboard. Oftentimes, it's because they're squeezing behind their first finger, meaning that when they go to play the higher up notes, they can't rebalance their arm weight. And being able to rebalance your arm over whatever note you're playing is the number one way to get that clarity from the fingers, which is going to create that nice resonant ringing plucking sound. So again, sometimes this happens from squeezing, sometimes it happens from flat fingers, or just not rebalancing the arm. Again, I have a whole video on left hand setup that you can go watch so that I'm not reinventing the wheel here. But what you're going to do to find what's wrong is you're going to play whatever piece of music you're playing with just pizzicato. And if you're getting a dull sound that's not ringing, this would be a nice ringing resonant sound, and this would be a dull thud. If you're getting that dull thud, that could be the culprit for your overall poor tone. So if you're playing a piece of music and there's a part or the whole thing or whatever that you're just not liking how it sounds, try playing it just pizzicato and make sure that each note is resonant and ringing. If you're getting dull thud, that's a sign that you need to review some left hand arm finger concepts because it could be definitely affecting your tone. So now let's say you investigated the left side and everything checks out. You're getting a ringing, resonant, plucking pizzicato sound on all of your notes. Then it's probably time to go investigate the bow hand arm bow stroke side and see what the problem might be there. So how you're going to isolate the bow is whatever string you're playing the notes on in your piece or your scale that's frustrating you, you're going to test out your sound without the left hand. You're just going to test your open string sound. That's your baseline for your tone, is your open strings, right? And so you're just going to strip away the left hand and focus on this basic foundation of your open string sound. Now, there can be a myriad of reasons why you aren't getting a great tone with your bow. Developing the bow hold, bow stroke, I think is the most intense part of learning cello as a beginner. It's not impossible, it doesn't have to be terrible, but it's intense and tedious, and it takes some time and work to really connect the concepts. I have a lot of videos on the bow, so definitely go check those out. So I'm just going to give you a short list of quick checks you can do if you're not getting the tone you like, assuming you've already sort of established your bow technique. If not, definitely go check out some of my other videos. For the bow, the number one reason cello students don't get a great tone is that their bow hair isn't truly gripping the string. I've broken this down a lot in other videos, but the bow hair has got to grip the string and be pulling it to the side in order to get it spinning, in order to get that ringing, resonant sound. If you are pressing really hard down on the string, then you are going to be suppressing those vibrations, that happens when you pull the string. Or if you haven't channeled enough natural arm weight to get that pull on the string at all, and you're just skating over the top, then that's going to create that dull sound. So just to reiterate, if you are pressing down on the string with force, that's where you're often going to get that crunch sound, because you're actually stopping the vibrations that happen when the bow pulls the string. On the flip side, if you are tense maybe and holding a lot of weight upwards and skating over the top, I'm exaggerating, but I'm just trying to show you, if you're kind of skating over the top and you're not really getting that pull to create that resonant sound, then you're going to get more of that dull sound. So the first thing you're going to investigate is, what is my relationship of the hair on the stick to the string? Am I gripping it? Am I able to pull the string to the side? So that number one, check that out, see how that's feeling. The next thing I want you to think about is, where is my contact point in relation to the dynamic I'm playing? If I am playing a solid, loud, sort of bassline sound, but my contact point is either really, really high or really, really low, the tension of the string isn't going to match the amount of weight going into the string. So if you're up here, the string is looser and you have a nice heavy arm weight, the string isn't taut enough to support that, and you're going to get crunch. On the flip side, if you're close down to the bridge, you need a ton of arm weight to get a nice clear sound there. If you don't have enough, you're going to be skating over with the metallic sound. So the second thing I want you to troubleshoot is, where is my bow? Where is my bow in relation to the amount of arm weight? If you're trying to play soft with very little weight, then playing where the string is looser is no problem at all, because it takes less weight to get that grip on the string. Okay, so first of all, we have just, am I getting a good grip on the string? Second of all is, where is my contact point? Does it make sense for the dynamic that I'm playing? Third is going to be, what's happening to my bow throughout the bow stroke? If your bow is getting crooked throughout the bow stroke, that means you're losing that grip, that contact point. And that grip point all along the bow stroke is what keeps that ringing going. So if you get off track, it's going to make your tone suffer. We have grip, we have contact point, and then we have the track of the bow stroke. So you know, I'm sure that there can be a myriad of reasons, or a combination of reasons, to why your tone isn't just right, but this is sort of just my go-to short list if you're troubleshooting your tone. But overall, I really want you to isolate, right? Check the left hand, make sure you're getting a resonant, ringing pizzicato sound, and then check your open string sound with the bow. Then as you go to put it together, you kind of have an idea of what might need to be adjusted. Okay, so that is my spiel today on how to troubleshoot sound. It's a little bit more of a general overview. If you want something a lot more comprehensive and a lot deeper and step-by-step and detail by detail, you can check out my course, Cello Foundations, which was built for adults, and it just takes you through all this stuff from the beginning, from scratch, step-by-step, very sequentially, so that it doesn't feel overwhelming. Feel free to drop any questions in the comments, and I will see you next time.